camera, right? Okay, so here I am in front of this camera, in front of you, wearing this mask. I don't have to tell my name, but it's this whole thing, me wearing the mask and everybody wearing a mask, tells the whole story of what we're all experiencing right now. It's really beyond everybody's expectation, which is the unknown of the unknown, and we are not seeing what's in the future. It's the whole world of uncertainty. But I want to tell you right now that this COVID-19 is a scary stuff. All you have to do is do the right thing. That's all I can say. And I'll tell you more. Okay, sorry. You can edit that out. You know, this whole idea of COVID-19, like I said a while ago, it is really beyond everybody's expectation, the unknown of the unknown. I think this is an era where I call the era of fear, anxiety, uncertainty. It is the era where everybody don't know what to do. I've experienced a lot of episodes in myself being alone in my room. I got out of my work because of fear of contracting the virus. I don't want to go out. I don't want to be with people. And that's why you're seeing me right now wearing this mask, because I don't want to get that virus. This is one thing that really fears me a lot. There are times where I get anxiety. I question myself, what would be my future? I question, what if I can't recover? You know, everybody suffer unemployment, everybody suffers, you know. Some people have to go to food pantry to get food because they couldn't buy food anymore for their family. This whole thing is actually a scenario that we're seeing in the society. It is beyond, I don't know, it's beyond description, but the feeling of fear and anxiety is dominating in every one of us. There are people who knows how to cope with it. Some drown themselves with, you know, I'm not gonna do anything, I'll just stay in my room and be angry and you know, be enraged. Some deal with creativity. For me, this whole thing, even if I experience this anxiety and fear and all that, but on the brighter side, there is this side of me that makes me question, why would I drown myself to this feeling? There is this artist in me, and I'm sure that everybody has something in them also. I love art. I love painting. I do a little filming and all that. I draw, I write. So out of fear and out of anxiety that I experienced in this whole thing, in this whole pandemic, I try to express it in the artistry and creativity in me. So I started writing something. I started sort of writing poetry, And with the poetry comes the visual art society, and it's really helpful. So like I said, there's two ways you could deal with any situation that we're with. It's either you want to drown yourself with that one, do nothing and be angry and be depressed, or you do something creative. I choose to do something creative. I think it's one way you could express yourself and be able to relieve yourself from such feelings. Okay. So one day I was watching TV, and out of my desperation thinking about this whole situation, I was watching TV and I saw this show about artists. They're having a concert, virtual concert, uh, as a as an aid for people who have been a victim of COVID-19, and it made me think that there are ways that we can do something to help ourselves and help other people. Uh, I am sorry for those people who lost their lives because of this one, but this is not a gauge for all of us to lose hope. We carry our lives the way we want it to be, and this is the the show that I saw gave me sort of insight and inspiration and light that maybe I could do something in my own way. So I was watching it and I saw them singing, musicians writing music, playing music, artists painting and making themselves creative, and writers writing. All of those things made gave me light that I should do something for myself too. So I started doing things in my own way, um, and it gave me really a relief. I actually made a poetry with a painting on it, and I gave it to one of my former boss, or I should say my client. And in a way, the way I did that, just like those artists were doing virtually, gave them light and happiness that, oh, there's nothing to be depressed of, there's nothing to be scared of, there's nothing to fear. So I would say this is a lesson that we all should be thinking of. It gives us, the one thing I learned, it gives us a re-evaluation of what's going on, what we, as a person, what we did to ourselves, what contribution have we done to our environment, what contributions have we shared to humanity. And in our little way, we can do it. Simply writing something to give to a friend, that's something that will make them happy. Another thing with this COVID thing is that some people think that in this society where there's so much divide, I think that we should reflect on that one too. there's this side of the politics and there's this side of science. COVID has nothing to do with politics. Politicians doesn't know about COVID at all. But scientists, the health workers, the medical scientists knew. I would say that listen to the health experts, to the scientists. They know better. Don't listen to politicians. They know nothing but politics. They know nothing but themselves, their position, their titles. That's all they care. And I think that we should do the right thing. It's three simple steps. Three simple things the scientists are urging us to do. Wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance. That's very basic, very simple. And that's it's not even rocket science. You just do it, and then you protect yourself and you protect others. If you see other people not wearing masks, you can say something or not say something. If you say something, do it in the right way. If you don't want to say something, at least you have yourself as a model, right? You're proud of yourself because you're doing the right thing. I see some, and this whole thing about this thing is that the politics and science divide is so much of an issue and so much of it's making a confusion on people's mind. Which one is right and which one is wrong? Which one is correct and which one is not correct? I mean, I'll tell you what's correct right now. Listen to the experts who knows exactly about this pandemic. And again, wearing a mask, washing hands, and social distance. That's the very basic. With this social divide, just listen what is the right thing to do. And I urge you, do not listen to politicians. Do not listen to them. It's really all about themselves. And I'm not trying to make this as a campaign for any political side, whatever. But just the very basic thing, we should do the proper way to protect ourselves. So that's all I can say. And this is what I learned the whole thing. This is what I learned about this thing. So you know what to do. I think you're smart enough to do that. So I had a conversation with a 95-year-old woman, and I asked her about what she thought about this pandemic. You know what she told me? She told me, you know what, I'm really tired of it. I'm really so tired of it. And I said, and I asked her, what do you mean you're tired of it? And she said, I'm just so tired of listening to people. And I know she's referring to politicians. She's tired watching TV and hearing all this mixed messages and stories. And she's tired of hearing what's true and what's false. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The fact that we are in this world of uncertainty. Who knows? And the only thing that we know that's real is to listen to the scientists. That's what she told me. So at the age of 95, she said she's really very smart, very she's still going her way around. She doesn't care what people say as long as she does the right thing. And you know what I mean, and I mentioned it a while ago. So, but I know that we are all hopeful that normalcy will be back. We don't need a new normal. We don't need a new normal. The normal is the usual thing we do, you know. So what we're hoping at this very moment is a vaccine that's going to be available for all people to further protect themselves. But right now, this is again being played in politics. We don't know if the vaccine is available. We want to have one. Well, I for sure wouldn't want to have one unless it's tried and tested and proven. But that's one thing that we're really very hopeful right now. And according to science, it won't be available until it's proven safe and effective. And that's when I want to get that vaccine. While we're still waiting until when, how, when, who knows? Let's just practice the proper way to protect ourselves. That's all we can do. And treat our daily lives with think of it as still a normal thing, just that we just added some gadget to ourselves. We had gadgets, but we're still doing a normal thing, maybe, if you agree. But for me, I'm still doing it. I'm still doing my usual routine, with some added stuff, right? Because that's how we deal with it. So let's just be hopeful with what's going to happen next. Let's just be positive. Let's just be, I think one of the most important, powerful tool is faith, belief, and prayer. That's the most powerful tool. If you don't have that, I don't know. We're not complete. You can't just be saying, I don't care. And I mean, I don't care is really a very negative word to say. I think care is very important because it shows your love. It shows your love to yourself, and it shows love to humanity, your family, your friends, people you work with. It's very important. And again, faith, belief, and prayer. And of course, wear a mask, wash your hand, and social distance. That's all. I'll just look at this camera, right? Okay, so here I am in front of this camera, in front of you, wearing this mask. I don't have to tell my name, but it's this whole thing, me wearing the mask and everybody wearing a mask, tells the whole story of what we're all experiencing right now. It's really beyond everybody's expectation, which is the unknown of the unknown, and we are not seeing what's in the future. It's the whole world of uncertainty. But I want to tell you right now that This COVID-19 is a scary stuff. All you have to do is do the right thing. That's all I can say. And I'll tell you more. Okay, sorry. You can edit that out. No, there's the end. What's that? That's delicious. Nej, så färre. Så, men nej. Fish, bacon, I don't be red stick. Still go real big. Snare, go feeling that. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That must be. Graham with this. What's my name? Up here, go eat it. What's up? Yes, there's nothing that he might. So, there's nothing to say that. That's just me. Come on, no, it's. Sit there with you. Really, and yet now said them, but it says the out, they said, now that now the door is looked out. Now, now we will be able to start with the on video. So, the deal me, I guess it's it. One out of the job is looking for over the knees, cabins, нет, вопрос. Ой, да не слушай, я целана уже. I believe Yes, Ruby. So, very excited. Yeah, you're British, only. It's not such that it's always. Войны. Ой, ну, лидерс на выборах сеньорами. Сисит, так. Лабон. Обставлены. Уж. Все. Миры, вероятно, 이렇지 세계세 스페인스도 위리네 и реакции смешно есть нервы сиш понятно опи есть не на сил реакции смешно reaktion lite overta en ledsen money reaktion slun reaktion nattawli ingosti ne sekarang saya ne reaktion Listen up,